Do you know that when the British came to Nigeria or came to our land, they saw our technology. They saw our writing, that we are communicating by writing, taking records of even judgments through insipidity. They copied this democracy. What they are calling democracy today. Now they are shipping it back to us. Do you know that they went to Benin Empire? They saw arts that they never see in any part of the world. They wondered, how can human being do this, design this kind of thing? And they stole many things from Benin Kingdom. This is what I'm telling you is history. Even the modern art, the European modern art was highly influenced with what they learned from Benin. Benin, you are hearing Benin Kingdom. Do you know that do you know Benin Republic was Dahomey before? People don't understand. Sometimes I had somebody ask, what is the relation between the recent Benin Republic? Because you know we call it in French Benin. It's Benin. Yes. They were Dahomey. But their president, their first president, changed the name to Benin in imitation to this Benin Kingdom, the Benin that is now in Nigeria, which they put by Edo. They answered, because of the prowess of the Benin Kingdom. They copied that name and said, no, we change our name to something African. The same thing Ghana did. Do you know the present day Ghana? It was not the old Ghana that you knew. Do you know that? The old Ghana Empire was in the, northwest of Mauritania. It doesn't have anything to do with this present Ghana you are hearing after, Togo or Cote d'Ivoire. It doesn't have anything. They choose that because Britain named that side Gold Coast. So when they had independence, the flag independence, Kwame Nkrumah, being a nationalist that really want to develop Ghana, he said we shouldn't be answering our oppressors' name, the name they gave to our oppressors gave to us. So let us choose something that is indigenous to Africa. And they racked their brain, they thought, they say no, let us choose Ghana. Though we have nothing to do with the old Ghana Empire. Because today, let me tell you, today many people are thinking that, oh, this Ghana was the old Ghana Empire that was, you read in history, you study in history that conquered. No. The present Ghana have nothing to do with the old Ghana Empire. The same way Benin Republic choose to answer Benin because it is an indigenous African name that they conquered. They conquered. They were highly powerful, even in civilization, in arts mostly. Although the weak point is that there were many human rituals in the old Benin Empire, which is very, very bad. I'm telling you. The present Benin that is answering, capital is Cotonou, copied that name, the Benin that you are passing now as Edo, which the slave masters give today as Edo. A country copied and answered that name. The same way Ghana, Gold Coast changed their name to Ghana, that have nothing to do with the present day Ghana. There was one time somebody suggested that Nigeria be changed to Songhai. Songhai. So that is it. So what I'm trying to say here is this. I am telling the Hausas to rise up. Differentiate yourselves with the Fulani. It doesn't matter the entanglements. Differentiate yourself. The Hausa, the Fulani, they very cunning. Whenever they go any place, they conquer also through compromise, blood compromise. Making sure that they compromise your blood lineage and produce, marry Hausa women. Ottoman Dan Fodio, even when Hausas conquered themselves for Fulani, Ottoman Dan Fodio gave order, brought in Fulanis. He gave them order to be marrying Hausa wives, as many as they could, pregnanting them as anyhow, in order to compromise their blood. That is why the filthy Mietiala leader, the terrorist, is it Boje or Bade? I don't know. He said he wants to have an Igbo wife. And you see some Eflefus, they are happy. You don't know that this is how they do. Ask yourself, how many Igbo men with their traditional religion intact, without converting to Islam, the Wahhabi Fulani Islam, how many marry Fulani girls? Muslim Fulani girls, and remain intact who they are, who secretly and openly. Tell me. There you see what we call dominant species, dominating species and spirits of the Fulani. They will come to take your wives, to our women, and many people will be happy. Now, your guy, vote for Atiku. Now, our in-law. And I look at all these people, I want to clear them with a nuclear weapon. Because they don't understand what is happening. Because they don't understand the strategy, the Fulani strategy. That is why they always talk outdated talks. How many, let me ask again. How many Biafrans marry Fulani Muslim girls and remain, they are Christians or Jews or traditionalists, they remain their religion, their tradition, without changing, without going to the mosque and saying the Shahada. Once you cannot do it, and you give your women to them, you are happy because they bring money. Senator. It means you are the weaker species which should be dominated. Our people should understand the game plan of these people. That is what we reveal here. They did it to the Hausas, but we are enjoining the Hausas to rise up and take what belongs to them. There is nothing like Hausa Fulani. It is a means meant, it is something meant to deceive. The grand deception. Take back your land. Sokoto is not the name, the original name of your land. It was called Gobe. Gobe. The last king was Yunfu, the Hausa. They were Muslims that living side by side with their neighbors, with their kids and kin that were non-Muslims. Very peaceful and joyous life, hard working. They don't even regard themselves, they don't see themselves as a Muslim or non-Muslim. No. They see themselves as brothers first. Until the Fulani Ottoman Dan Fodio came in and put a sword in their umbilical cord, and things fell apart. The center in the Hausa land could never hold. That is why they turned them into Almajiris till death. But they should rise up. And that is what they are trying to do in our land. But unsuccessfully, because Chukwuka Abiyama is our God. He reveals things and brings up somebody that is fearless. In the name of Mazi Nnamdi Okuchukwu Kanu, in order to tell us and open our eyes on the dangers ahead. We must continue. I am here by myself alone. I think from tomorrow things will start going normal. I will be with my comrade. But nonetheless, we must continue. We must continue. I will go straight to the topic of my submission today. It says, taking freedom by force. Taking freedom by force. And that is what IPOB has engaged. You know, I listened to the World Igbo Congress Zoom meeting. I will play the voice of our leader. What I played before I started, the preamble, is the revelation, the history, as told by one of our professors, I think in Joko. That what is happening today is predetermined, programmed by the British. They designed Nigeria. Have you asked yourself, why is it that when you look at the map of Nigeria, you see that they say Northern Nigeria. Northern Nigeria came until even past, is it the Tropic of Capricorn? He passed, almost he reached even Enugu. So which means South is only a very small thing. Have you asked yourself why? Because it is the way Britain designed Nigeria. Azikiwe tried to be a king in an empire he didn't build. British played him and told him, made him to know that, look, we are the masters in Nigeria, not you. All these things is what we have calculated and seen that there is no way you can do. If you want, bring angel. Because the people that designed Nigeria designed it to fail, to explode, to be like this. At least they are in. Do you know what? Apart from crude oil and gold and other natural resources, do you know how many hearts, human organs that is coming out from Nigeria? Do you think that all these things are just coincidence? The master Britain, let me tell you, don't underestimate Britain. I respect them, honestly speaking, because they are master planners. You know, Britain will plan today. You are watching them. You know that small country. They will plan. You think that is a joke. You don't know that they are planning for the next 500 years. What will start happening that time? You are seen as a mercantile mentality person. You are seen of today. Oh, how am I going to get today? They are laughing you. You know, if you know how to play chess, you will understand what I mean. You will be going directly to the king. I mean, yes, to the king, to fall the king. Your parent might be calculating another thing. Let him kill your bishop or kill your horse or this and that, and you are targeting. He will be killing. Only one move, you say, checkmate. That is the way Britain plans. I respect them. I'm telling you honestly, no matter their wickedness. You know, let me tell you, in this world also, if you are not wicked, if you are not what, it depends on, wickedness depends on definition. Because they are, after all, Britain, they are not wicked to their citizens. It is the British government. They are, you know, they don't joke with their people. Do you understand? So what do you call from wickedness? Wickedness is, I call wickedness when you are doing things against your own people. Britain, they are scavenging all over the world in order to come and make their people feel better. They are doing evil, yes. They are doing evil. After all, the world is a world of evil. Be strong only. If you continue, I used to tell people, if you continue crying, complaining, you are weak and the weakest. You die. You perish. The world is a world of evil. Be strong only. If you continue, I used to tell people, if you continue crying, complaining, you are weak and the weakest. You die. You perish. This is they are strong. That's why they are not being bombarded. Because they know they have something. Do you understand? That is, had it been they are complaining without anything, they say, no, they will be overrun. They say, come on, you foolish people. And the world will continue. When they will be overrun, the world will continue. Yes, they carry the news, this and that, and the world will continue. That is it. The only solution is for you to make yourself strong and be on the strong side. Today we are seeing everything. Now, let me not, digress. But it's part of the preaching. Taking freedom by force. Today we are remembering lockdown. Yesterday we remembered our heroes and heroines. Today it is the public holiday in our land, in Biafra land. And everywhere was under locks and keys. We thank Chukwu Okiabiama for everything. Freedom is taken. It is not given. The complete lockdown of Biafra land today has proven to us that we should take our freedom by force, which also entails sacrifice and price to pay, heavy price to pay. Do you see how the governors are subtly, Dave Umahi said they want to come by force. No, any person that opens a shop, you lose that shop. If you didn't open your shop today, you lose that shop. But when they see that, oh boy, you are adding more kerosene into the fire, all of them melted down, they bow. For you to understand that these people, what keeps them is your stupidity, your quietness as a people. That is what makes them feel that they are larger than life. And you see, that thing, that's your stupidity, that is the reason why they feel that they are demigods. Once the people rise up, they will bow. At least try to learn it. From today's Remembrance Day, try to learn it. But once the people rise up, they will bow. How many are there? For goodness sake. When they come with money, people say, no, I cannot betray. No, take your money, go. They go meet another person. They say no. Because what only thing they have is power through money. They feel that they can buy you with money. You are very cheap. That is their source of pride and power. That is what makes them to feel that, they can command and do anything with impunity. Because once you talk, they will come and bribe you. And you start speaking in another language. Do you understand? They insult you. Do you understand? Like somebody said, since Sariki Fulani Hope took over, he doesn't pick my call again. That is how pathetic it is. Because you cry, you become their town crier just for crumbs. Because you believe that, you are making money, but they are using you in order to be where they are today, start committing atrocities. When the people cry, they laugh and send military to go and kill them. Do you see the logic? But once the people rise up, they go down, they bend low. Because now they don't understand, they are afraid of everything. Anybody can be their killer. Even their aide-de-camp that is at their back, they don't trust again. Even their wife that is giving food for them, they don't trust her again. Because the people have risen up. Once the people rise up, the sky is their limit. Do you understand? Do you understand? Freedom is taken. It is never given. The governors are gradually keying in. Obiano led the rate a flower to the cenotaph he built. At least, no matter how imperfect, but he did something. Who would have imagined this without the coming of IPOB, without the coming of our leader, to speaking with audacity? Do you know what it took IPOB? Do you know the sacrifice we have paid and continue paying? That make these people that you think that they are demigods. That, there's nothing we can do. Now them there for power. You can do something, for goodness sake. Stop belittling yourself. We are the people. There is no government that can defeat its own people. It is impossible. Every time. So people should our leader have been saying, how many military do these people have? How many is their police? The police, they are not everywhere, but the people are everywhere. Do you understand? Even if, okay, they are killing us 10 and we kill them 1. If they kill us 10, we kill them 1. We will outlive them. There is one funny thing one time. Pakistan and India. It's funny. There is somebody that quoted, he said, look, when Pakistan and India, we are at the edge, real tension from Kashmir to all this and that, real tension. So one Indian said, he's an official, he said that in warning Pakistan, that okay, Pakistan have nuclear weapon, yes. India have nuclear, it's a nuclear power, yes. But the advantage India have is their population. He said, they want Pakistan on a day how many? Whether 200 and something million. It's a fact. It's the of our population. Imagine we fight a nuclear war. We throw nuclear bomb to you, you reply, throw. Okay. Millions of us will die. Millions of you will die. And if we continue throwing ourselves, we shall outlive you by our population. And I look at it, it made sense. He said, before you kill, okay, imagine you are almost 200 million, right? Pakistan. We throw nuclear bomb. He kill 10 million, 1 nuclear warhead. You throw, he kill our 10 million. Okay, no problem, 1-1. You throw again. 10, before you know it, 10 million, 10 times, minus 10 million. 20 times Pakistan is finished. Whereas India, 20 times they are still on 200 million debt. They still have 1 billion living. Don't you see how logical it is? Do you see that? Do you see that? Do you see that? So, what am I trying to say here? These police and military, how many of them? Nigeria have a police force of 200, about 400,000. In the whole of Nigeria, 400,000. Less than. Nigeria military, 300,000 only. We have millions of people. Imagine, okay, even policemen, they are in India. They are living among people where they are killing us. We kill them. We will kill all of them. Then okay, you kill 5, we kill 1. Before small time, the whole police will finish. That is it. You recruit other ones, we kill them. Because as we are killing, we are burning. We are burning. That's it. Do you understand? So what am I trying to say? Taking freedom by force. We remember our fallen heroes and heroines. These 2 people, they entered the flight and pretended to be ordinary passengers with other passengers. When the flight took off, steadied on the air, they brought out knife and go and surrender the pilots. Say, come on. Where are you going? You go, come on, take us down to Enugu direct. Otherwise, we kill you and all of us will die. That is lion heart. They took nobody. Ojukwu didn't know nothing about it. They didn't plan it with anybody. That is wolf attack. They diverted that flight down to Enugu and they landed in Biafra land as of that time, 1967. And that aeroplane was seized in Biafra to become the first fleet, the first aeroplane in the fleet of Biafra Air Force. These are the people we are remembering today. Not people that are doing, what do you call it, slaying. Where you are slaying, you call Radio Biafra and say, hey, I'm the and in a shoulder. You can do something. You understand? You can do something. Pretend all like, oh yeah, don't you see even how Arabs do? Do you know why they are, whenever there is one Muslim dies, is killed in Christ Church in Newfoundland, Pope rise up and talk. Do you think it's something born out of ordinary? Because everybody is afraid of them. Do you know that? They don't need the other anybody, because for them the religion has given them order already. They are listening. They are direct. So the Quran is there giving them order. Do something and that's it. Do something that is profitable for the cause of Islam. That is why everybody bows to Islam today. You see in the video where they went to church in Biafra land, arrested, police with gun, entered into church where people were worshiping. Oh God. Sometimes all these things discourage me. Although I've been up to 3 or 4 years, I don't even go to church. Or personally, because I don't believe in all these things again. I'm telling you. What I believe in Biafra. I am not in all of them. I don't believe. I pray. I'm spiritual, but not religious. You see where I look at, watching that video, it sent cheese. I say, how chicken? And no person does anything. The Christianity you are talking. Can you do that in a mosque? The whole world will burst into flames. Just go to the mosque where people were praying. After you video it, police or military will surrender everybody. They will say, no, kill us. But you see people, we are gentlemen, right? Bible raise up, and no person ever say, do something. I'm not saying say something, because people now talk. Talking is not the problem, but talk now, do something. Even the so-called Christians, everybody, because everybody now just here go. Everybody now track by and now chop. Sometimes even I want to, whether I want to go better when I'm looking at all these things. You see where they line the worshippers. They are lying with gun. Something you can never try. Which is the remotest country in this world? Although every country is remote, depends on from which distance. Which? Is it Fiji Island? Or Papua New Guinea? Or Samoa? Where you go, just where you think that, just in a village mosque, where people are praying, you carry people that come for prayers in the mosque, bring them out, you cock gun, say, oh yeah, move, and they raise up hand, follow you. As an infidel, they call you infidel, police or military infidel. All hell will break loose. You know what? They lose first. Pope will first of all condemn the act. Do you know why he's condemning it? It's not that he's condemning it, it's politics, because they will say, okay, Pope has spoken. So if there is an attack against a church in Vatican, please spare him. They have spoken. So that is what is happening. Christianity, they saw that these people are chicken. That they can. That is why they focus their attention on pursuing money. Capitalism entered Christianity through Roman Empire and destroyed church. They hijacked church from the original Jewish that brought Christianity in the world. And the Jews say, oh boy, this is not the original Christianity we know. Peter said, Paul, oh boy, this thing you dey preach, you know, see Christ, me I chop with Christ. Sometimes he slap me, I box up. He told me some secrets, only me and him. Now you come, you say, hey, you come from, you saw Christ in dream, and he told you everything eat. This, you that see in dream, me that was with him. Who should we believe? Sometimes common sense, honestly. I don't know why I'm digressing in all this, but common sense is good. For you to have common sense to reason. The world is a world of political game. Once you win, you can win through by force, through politics, anyhow, through manipulation, and you become great. Anyhow, you are great, you are great. Today, they can kill Christians anyhow. It doesn't matter. Oh, you see people, oh, rara IP. Oh, don't die, don't die. He's not coming out. Yeah, and he didn't die even fighting. He died like a chicken. You understand? Sometimes I see it as disgusting. And Boko Haram, they came, they surrendered the church, and they were slaughtering everybody. And only me, as I lie down to die, and I saw vision. Oh, one fire come down from heaven. And before I open my eye, I was waiting for bullets. And they disappear. But every other, they killed up to 300 around me. Only me say, praise the Lord. And zombies will say hallelujah. What of those people that they killed? They slaughtered for only they saved one out of 500. Praise the Lord. Honestly speaking. If you arm yourself the same way the Muslims are arming themselves, every mosque they have weapons buried there in the church every time. Oh, if it's like that, why is it that when they wanted to attack, is it Pastor Suleiman? He ran away when they wanted to arrest him. Why didn't he wait? I don't know why I'm entering into this. Please, it's a very big pity. We need to deliver our people from mental stupidity. It's pulling us back. Thank God that people are rising up. Do you understand? So those people that did those great things, they hijacked plane without even the knowledge of any official, Biafran official. Once they're on the air coming down, they communicated, the eagle has landed, we are Biafran, so make way pack this plane. They have passengers. After they released the whole passengers, and they went there. Some that are outside, some that they went their way. What we need is that flight, and that plane, it performed wonders. Brought up only 2 people. Now automatically those 2 people become commandos immediately. They were civilians, but they crown them commandos direct. People that have this type of heart do this. I say no. But you see somebody call. Hey, we are waiting. You are waiting until your head is off, right? I'm talking about taking freedom by force. It's not given. It's taken by force. That is what we are doing today. Do you know when our leaders started this Heroes Remembrance Day? Do you see how many people were laughing? That day, maybe only 10%. The first time, only 10% agree. They say, no, look at these people. And I say, you know how I met the game today, tire. Because as you know, come on, I be Biafran people now. Today, what is happening? Because of our consistency. Because we threw away our life in order to get it. And even the governors have joined. That is why, if you see any person telling you, no, like what the governor of Abia State, I don't believe Biafra from the barrel of gun. And you ask him, when we were carrying flags and you were having barrel of gun, weren't you laughing? Is it not okay that they brought, they say, bring all those materials from our leader, properties of our leader. He was on a clear now. Continue carrying flags. Therefore, he called the IPOB toothless bulldog. It is on tape. Why? Because they feel that, continue carrying flag. When they shoot you, you pray to Chukwukabia. They were laughing, kwa, 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 kwa. If they kill you, don't worry, I'll send military. They will shoot all of you. Now, the remaining one will call down, Chukwukabia, come and save us. They will laugh, kwa, 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 kwa. Now the story has changed. Because we are taking freedom by force. Do you understand? It's you that changed the situation like that. So we have no other choice than taking freedom by force. That is why our leader is no more suggestion or giving suggestion or appealing to your conscience. He come out and give order. He say, if he chokwa in wale sinanga adhire, tanyekene yananya. That is because the language have changed, and that is how it's supposed to be. For goodness' sake, we shouldn't continue crying, lamenting. Oh, they kill us. Come on, God will be there. Even you want to even throw fire from heaven against you. Actions speak louder than voice. That is taking freedom by force. People that are saying, no, freedom. I watched the World Igbo Congress, or one particular, I don't want to mention the name. He said, guerrilla warfare cannot give you Biafra. I laugh. I say, look at agents of Janjaweed. You know, there are things our eyes are open. Let me tell you, our eyes are open. You see all these politicians, many of them will come now as if to join. Oh, they are joining us. Oh, they have done. Yes, we praise you, but we watch you. Because it's on day to day. Because they will come in order to take us on our ways. Oh, we are one of them. Now they start giving us wrong advice. No, okay, let us. So one say, form political party. As you're having millions, and I'm the kind of. I laugh. I say, look at Onya. Whether he is not in this world, you form political party in Nigeria. Ojukwu was given the bad advice. He didn't win senators. Even in Newi, he didn't win. He failed because if you want the whole village, the whole community, the whole senatorial zone, the whole state vote for you, they will change everything. The result comes from Abuja now. So which kind of sometimes it seems these people that call themselves intellectuals or intellectual, they are out of touch with the reality on ground. I'm telling you. How can you advise after everything? You say, go Nigeria, enter Nigeria. How can you? Where the power belongs to the Fulani? Don't you hear what Professor is it Ojofo said, confirming Pastor Bosun's narratives and our leader, what they have been saying, that after everything, before, first of all, Britain didn't want to give independence to Nigeria. He gave it on a condition that the so-called middle belt that we are agitating to be called middle belt, that they will be part of the north. Britain designed Nigeria the way it is. So, how do you think that you can, we are a master planner, the person, the real architect that did the thing, you that is a laborer, you think you can change the situation of Nigeria? How could you now? How can you? Let us be serious. Let us, be serious. Because they want to carry this hot potato, give to them, and for them to fail. Because Nigeria is failed already. Where are you? Just for you to go and steal, finish, loot, and make so many of your cronies to be billionaires. Finish. That is your only achievement. You steal, and the knocked engine continues being there. Is it not high time we get change? Thank God the people are rising. Oduduwa is rising. Even Middle Belt, they are rising. This is what we are agitating. We are taking freedom by force. Imagine the compliance in this Remembrance Day. We are no more appealing We enforce. Our leaders say that. You see anger. You know, it's a local form of, is it sodium hydroxide? You understand? He said, all anger. It's an anger at the here. Where just a drop, now you see more here. Just do that. Before we appeal to your conscience, oh, please now remember our hero. Now the language have changed. You must. Because when they were doing this, their corona something, they put you indoors like rats. Even they enforce it, they see you outside, they shoot you. You didn't do nothing. You must remember our fallen heroes. Do you see the power of the people? The governors, they see that, look, they cannot continue this their, I too strong, we crush them. He said, this guy, thank God, it's him that said it. Governor Ikpeazu. That you can prescribe a person, you can prescribe a people, but you cannot prescribe an ideology. That is it. Do you see it? You can never prescribe an ideology. It is impossible. The people outnumber the military and police by 100,000, 1 million to 1. So what are you going to do? If you carry as a military officer, they target you. People will target you. You think that they don't know what you are, who you are. If they corner you, 2 people, 3 people saw you, they'll use knife and stab you to death and go. Others will see and keep quiet and everybody go his way. You are dead. You are dead. The same thing to police. That is the thing. That is what we expect, and that is what should be happening in our land. Because all of them, they are terrorists. We see them in social media, the Nigerian military and police. They are terrorists. Boko Haram, they release. So when you corner any one of them, the treatment in the organ. Or when that is part of what you can do. Stop and say, there is nothing I can do. I know they are among you know they are among those people. Many of those people that are collateral damage, are dying, being killed, are those people that say, "No, you don't concern me. You don't concern me. You go, you die. One bullet will kill you, or even one Fulani terrorist in military uniform will shoot you because everybody say for him this. You didn't hear when they give them command. Now go and kill all of them. All of them are bandit. Whether na uncle, whether na auntie, baby, all of them are bandit. And you say it doesn't concern you because you are an idiot. That's it. Freedom, we must take freedom by force. That is what it means. You understand? Let me play you what our leaders address to the world Igbo Kong. You know, this man, a time will come, generations will come. I'm not removing the fact that a time will come, people will start worshiping him. I'm telling you. Maybe in time to come, generations coming. Let me play you because the audacity, that is what keeps us moving. That is what leadership is all about. You understand? Listen.
I can't see where he is. If anybody have seen him, let me know.
Of course he's there. Nnamdi Kanu's iPhone. If we just type on the search, you will see him there. Are you all hearing the music?
No.
You are not hearing any music?
No, there's no music.
Because I stopped sharing.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
That's the voice. How are you, Nnamdi Kanu?
The excitement in Dele Momodu's, you see that, people were not excited in other people's voices. But once they hear him, the same way they wrote in the Bible, when what do you call him? Is it the child John the Baptist in Elizabeth's womb, rose up in salutation in her mother's womb when he saw the child in Mary's womb. You know, according to the Bible, the child agitated and said, "Hey, I've seen the Messiah." That is the voice here. Once they hear his voice, they say, "Yes, that is the voice." Now, oh no, my father, I'm going to become Chineke.
I'm okay, my dear brother. Thank you very much.
Thank you for always responding to us at any notice, either short or long. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes.
So what? Sorry, may you turn on your video if you don't mind?
I should do it from here. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yes.
I'm here.
Okay, we can see you now. Nice to see you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, my dear brother. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Before you speak, I'd like to seize the opportunity to welcome our son, our beloved son, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu.
It's no more hoodlum, or a jobless hoodlum. Now he's our proud son. Consistency, honestly speaking. When gold, when gold is being dug out of earth, if you're a novice, you not even know that it is gold. I think it's black. Until it will be refined using chemical, a kind of mercury. From there, burnt, refined, it goes through different torture. Now, when it come and shine, when they put it in the market, they tell you it's million, you pay. Oh, it's gold. That is it. That is the power of consistency. People are laughing, it continue the same thing. No changing of voice, nothing. Continue doing the same thing, and people are buying into the ideology. Let's listen, please.
I'm doing this on behalf of the World Igbo Congress and all lovers of Biafra land. We welcome you to this session, and we look forward to what you have to say to us. May God continue to bless you. Nnamdi Kanu, please.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much, Professor Jeffo. The man I acknowledge as, in my opinion, the Igbo leader we have right now, not just in the diaspora, but also back home as well. I want to commend the World Igbo Congress for the very stellar work they've been doing, and also to thank my dear brother Mazi, who is there, and my very dear brother Dele also. I've been following these proceedings intermittently for the past 4.5 hours or thereabout. I've been caught up in a few things, as you can imagine. A lot is happening back home. But there is something that this year's event has brought to light. It is the camaraderie and unity of purpose amongst the people of the South, and to an extent those of us in the Middle Belt as well. And we must continue on this very plane until we all get what we are asking for. I have not come across any individual who is against freedom. Therefore, what we are asking for as a result of this very important occasion is that we must move forward together as one people, as an indivisible force, in order for us to demand what rightfully belongs to us, which is freedom. Today is a very critical day in the history of our people. We are remembering those who were slaughtered and massacred unjustly by the Nigerian government, and of course, by extension, the British government as well. We are remembering those who died as a result of the unofficial Third World War that took place in our land nearly 54 years ago. And as a result of that, this very day, as we renew this pledge every blessed year, we have sworn to forever remember these people. We must remember them because the Jews do the same. All over the world, people remember their dead. In Rwanda, the same thing happens. And I don't know why there is this, should I say, conspiracy of silence to try to sweep this very important event in our history under the carpet. We lost over 5 million people, the second worst genocide in the history of man, only second to the Jewish Holocaust in Europe. And for some inexplicable reason, the world have decided to keep silent over this very matter. But we are not going to keep silent, not at all. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. We are going to vigorously and relentlessly pursue this very effort to recognize the genocide that was committed against Biafran people, without apologies to anyone. It is a very good thing that before we came on air, I think the Ebonyi State government have now rescinded the threats they issued to all those who were intending to stay at home tomorrow. That is also commendable. It is not very often that I commend people, but I must say that I also commend Governor Willie Obiano, which I don't do very often, for the very critical work that he did today by laying a wreath at the cenotaph that he built for those that fell, for those that made it possible for us to remain alive this very day. I must say this to our people, those who are living, that it is because of the sacrifice of those brave men and women that is the singular reason why we are not suffering the same fate as those of them from the Middle Belt, and to a very limited extent, those of our brothers and brethren from Ududuwa Republic. Why am I saying this? It is only in our land today that we do not have any significant presence of Fulani terrorist organizations in our bushes or in our forests. And why is that the case? Because our fathers taught us how to fight. They fought for Biafra, unaided, unassisted, for over 3 years. We fought the two strongest major powers in the world as at that time, the USSR and Great Britain. Egypt fought against us. The OAU was against us, with the exception of the likes of Julius Nyerere and Hufred Berne of Cote d'Ivoire. We suffered immeasurably. And now, like then, Israel was under attack and they couldn't provide any meaningful help. But we survived it. Not out of our own might, not out of our own power. We survived it because God Almighty in heaven was with us. And this generation have now come to complete the work that those of them of 67 to 1970 started. And we are not going to stop. I want the world to understand me very clearly. We are not going to stop. It doesn't matter what it takes. It doesn't matter how many lives they extinguish. It doesn't matter the genocidal tendencies they bring with them into our land. We are not going to stop. Everybody listening, everybody watching, everybody remotely interested in justice and peace must understand this. Our destination is freedom, and that very place we're heading to is Biafra. And nobody, no soul on this earth can stop us. Instead of Biafra not to come, we all perish. I want our adversaries, our enemies to understand this very, very clearly. We are not going to retreat, not one iota, not 1 inch, because Biafra must come. Because the hatred has continued to this very day. As I'm speaking and addressing all of you right now, they are still arresting, extrajudicially murdering people in our land, people who are alien to our culture, our way of life, our tradition. They are in our land directing their people to slaughter, to kill without mercy. Unfortunately, those we regard as political leaders have connived with these people to ensure the decimation of their own population.
You know, this is a point that baffles me, including all and sundry. If we are saying that, okay, it's our outside enemies only, you know, it can be seen as, okay, let us fight. But the people that, our own people, because of their position of power, governors, senators, to protect who they are politically, now they turn against their people. It's absurd, honestly. Who are you going to protect? If you kill all your brothers and sisters, who are you going to lead then? You know, when I listen to somebody, I think is from Ibobinuso, that side. It's Igbo Biafran, but from so-called Delta. He said one time, even he had meeting with the one-time governor of Delta State. He told them, why can't we name even one street? to be in Zogu Street. Hey! He said, don't know that, we don't even know what he said. The governor really almost walked him out of his office. And you, after they'll be telling you, be law-abiding citizen. How can you be law-abiding in a place designed to kill you? And you stick out your neck because he goes there to become fortunate enough for he sell his ass, they razzle him, and he become one political thing or the other. Now for him, he have escaped. He is now the house nigger. He wants you to don't make noise. This is evil. Let us tell ourselves the truth. When we tell the Fulani, this is evil for people allowing themselves to be used against their own people. This is the height of evil. Do you understand? Remember, freedom is taken and not given. You see how a leader should be talking, should be speaking. When we hear the way Ahmad Bello spoke on 12th October 1960. How he spoke arrogantly about how they want to make a deep Quran in Atlantic Ocean, that they should not allow the Southerners to have control over their destiny. He spoke it continuation of the jihad started by Ottoman Danfodio. You know, for the British, they gave them independent, the Fulani independence, not the Bantu African, not the indigenous population in Nigeria, because they did a mock battle. Listen to Mr. Bosun, Pastor Bosun. It is in YouTube. Just type Pastor Emmanuel Bosun. He said it. That they held a mock battle. Lugard with the British, just mock battle. The fight they started when Britain crushed the Emirates. Now, for the independent, they held a mock battle, whereby Lugard submitted, they were conquered by the Fulani, and they gave the scepter of power to the Fulani Caliphate, and they understood what it means. He said, Nigeria is for you. I've given you back Nigeria. Take it and do anything you want to do with it. That thing, it continues to death. Why are we abroad? Why do we scatter everywhere? Because the Fulani, they took over. They give independence of Nigeria to them. It's direct message. And they understood it. Do you see? When Ahmad Bello was speaking with audacity, he was protecting his people. Why didn't our own leaders that time also come out and spoke with audacity and say, no, this thing cannot happen? Our people, who instead we pack away. That is how it should be. Look at how our leader is speaking. Instead, all these governors, they love it when they see the people's perishing, suffering. They come and play politics, shed crocodile tears. Like another person will do it in Sweden, kill everybody. You see, if you ask me, say, yes, if I die, no problem, I go to paradise. So I've done it. So everybody become afraid, because if you don't condemn, you can be a victim. That is what we're supposed to be practicing in our land. Against these people, they have tortured us enough. We have been begging for 50 years, since 1970, appeasing, begging. Where did we go? One person said it. He said, your bully can never leave you. They will chase you into oblivion. If you don't, we have experience now. Most of us, we were either bullied or we are bullies in our. Your bully will never leave you alone until you one day stand on your feet and say, "I resist." He say, "Oh boy, today, if I no die now, kill, I go kill or I die." And from that day, the bully will stop. That is what the Fulani have been doing. We are peace. We are one Nigerian now. Let us have peace. Do we take it like that? We will bring them to book. I beg, let us follow political system. The constitution of Nigeria didn't say referendum. Let us. Who wrote the constitution? Is it not a human being? Who put it? Is it not a human being that can situation can make things change as it is, making these governors change some things. Do you see what we are saying? Freedom is not taken. I mean, freedom is not given. It is taken by, and whatever is taken, okay, is okay. No, Victor, no language. And everybody went into buying and selling. Even Britain say, what type of people is this? They are very cheap. So we continue dealing with them. But today we have risen up. That people you call idiots, we have risen up to go back no more. Otherwise, everything will perish. Every living organism in that zoo called Nigeria will perish. I'm telling you. Because we have taken enough. We have taken enough of all this nonsense. Appeasing. Let us beg. Okay, let us, okay. Let us, is now them get Nigeria. You let them carry their useless zoo, go and leave us alone. We are not begging. We must get freedom. That is it. It's taken. It's not given. They will not give to you. It's taken. We are taking it by force. Whether it's through barrel of gun or through, if we get the Biafra through barrel of gun, you don't want it, to back away. Go to how do you call? Go to Kwankwaso land. Go there and stay. That is it. Let me finish this thing so that I open my lines.
Stating a fact that ought to be forcefully demanded for.
Fully.
And Biafra itself must be restored for those who have come before us, for their sacrifice, for their courage, for their gallantry and their bravery. It is a very good thing today that one of the co-hosts here is our brother Dele, a man that I cherish and I appreciate very much. And also the very excellent work that Mazi is doing. But let us make this thing very, very clear. We were wronged by the Nigerian state, by every ethnic group in Nigeria. I know that my good friend and brother, Obadiah Mailafia, rang me and apologized a while ago for the role that they played in the massacre of Biafran people, the role that they played in aiding and abating a very unlawful invasion of Biafra land, because all Ojukwu asked for was restructuring. The same thing we are arguing for today. Ojukwu went to Aburi to argue for restructuring. Ojukwu did not go to Aburi to declare any state of Biafra. He never went to Aburi to declare any war. Ojukwu went to Aburi so that all of us in Nigeria, including those from the Middle Belt, from the West, everywhere can have freedom. There's something we're asking for today. They twisted the narratives. They changed our history. They turned it upside down. They made us the villain. They tried to demonize our general, a man of peace, that went to Aburi in Accra to go and in Ghana to go and negotiate for peace. A peace that Britain prevailed upon go on, not to implement. But over the years, we've been taught that we are the aggressors. Such nonsense can no longer hold, it can no longer obtain, and that is why, as I said earlier, unapologetically, we are pursuing the freedom of Biafra. And nobody can stop us. Anybody on our path is going to fall, is going to die. Instead of Biafra not to come, every living organism in Nigeria will die, I swear to God Almighty in heaven, because we are not going back. It is a good thing today that some notable Nigerians are on this very platform discussing what transpired 54 years ago. Most have tweeted to say, may it not happen again. The only way to ensure that this will not happen again is the existence of a free, sovereign Biafran nation. That is the only panacea, nothing more, nothing less. Before we came here, Ladipo Market was on fire. These vandals and vagabonds are in our land killing people relentlessly. As I'm talking to you right now, they headed some people from Enugu to God knows where, maybe to go and kill them. And you have governors, you have political leaders, you have those who aspire to high office. They are all there. Nobody's talking, nobody's speaking, because they have a lot to benefit and to gain by us being Fulani slaves. Something that can no longer continue. Something we are not prepared to tolerate. That was something I said rather very fortuitously very many years ago. I said during one of my broadcasts on Radio Biafra that for Nigerians to understand that God is upset with them, that every tribe in Nigeria, every ethnic group in Nigeria will experience what we passed through during the Biafran War, that they too will also become refugees. And today, there are IDP camps everywhere. People that thought they were safe before now are fleeing their homes. The same thing that happened to us between 1967 and 1970. And that is why our appreciation and our thanks for those men and women that fought to keep us safe can never, ever, ever be overestimated. We will continue to appreciate them. We shall continue to honor them. And I thank all of, those who are non-Biafrans. I understand that some people who are Biafrans came on this very platform and trying to play the script of their masters. That same divide and rule by saying there is something called Southeast and South-South. All bunkum. I have said it many times on many fora, on many platforms, that everybody in the East, we are all one people. I don't understand why people are hung up about this divide and rule of Gowon. It was Gowon that created Cross River State. Gowon created River State. Not because he loves the people of the South, not at all, but because he wanted to divide us. And we must rise up. We must rise up to the game of these people and say no to them. Now that Yoruba and Igbo are one, do you see them trying to play that game anymore? Now that Biafra and Oduduwa are one and inseparable, bonded together in one, do you see them playing their stupid games? I don't know why some people will come and say they're from Nigeria, they're from South-South, in order to perpetuate that very division which the Fulanis have cleverly exploited over very many decades and many years. I don't know when we are going to learn. And the sooner we learn, the better for us. I thank all of you once again. And this very effort to recognize the genocide against Biafrans continues until the United Nations and the whole world rise up to this very challenge and acknowledge that a great deal of injustice was done to Biafrans. Tomorrow is our sit at home. Complete and utter lockdown everywhere. And as I said earlier, I do commend the governors for coming out and saying that civil servants should not come or should not turn up to work tomorrow. It's a very good thing. We must all be bound together in order to ensure that Nigeria, first of all, takes the blame for what they did, and secondly, that the whole world will rise up to the obligation to the oppressed people and do the very right thing. Once again, I thank you all very much, and my very special thanks to Professor Ejiofor for the very wonderful and sterling work that you're doing, you and your team. Thank you very much. And may Chukwu Kigabe be with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Onyendu.